I'll never forget the day the sky fell. It gave me clarity, it gave me hope, it gave me purpose. I assembled a crew, engineers, merchants, soldiers, explorers. They knew the risks. The frozen Siberian tundra was no match for our mech. With every passing day, we grew smarter and stronger.
Christmas is approaching, and it's time to gather your loved ones for cozy evenings filled with laughter, strategy, and a bit of friendly competition. Here's an in-depth look at 25 fantastic family board games for this holiday season. Welcome to nerdsection.com. Starting off the list is Sky Team, a game designed to bring two players together in a thrilling test of cooperation and quick thinking. In this game, you and your partner take on the roles of pilot and co-pilot, working together to successfully land a plane. The gameplay is real-time and communication is key, with the tension of the flight experience escalating as you face unforeseen challenges. This aviation-themed game is perfect for duos looking to build coordination and trust while having an exhilarating time. Next, we have Ticket to Ride Legacy, Legends of the West, which transforms the beloved classic into a long-term journey across the American frontier. This legacy version isn't just about winning one game. It's an evolving campaign where players chart railroads, face unique events, and leave lasting marks on the map. Each session brings new surprises as players construct their railway empire, adding an element of storytelling that keeps everyone eager for the next game night. Harmonies invites families into a tranquil yet competitive world where beauty and balance are the ultimate goals. This abstract strategy game challenges players to create harmonious patterns using tiles that require careful placement and alignment. The theme is calming, evoking a sense of peaceful competition as players weave together vibrant designs that look as appealing as they are strategic.
Over millions of years of evolution and adaptation, the flora and fauna of our marvelous planet developed and multiplied into spectacular life forms unique to planet Earth. Come gather around the table and see Earth in its beautiful, bountiful nature.
For those with a love of nature and strategic depth, Earth offers a unique opportunity to build your own thriving ecosystem. In this tableau building game, players must carefully balance the diverse elements of flora, fauna, and natural features. The challenge lies in finding the right cards and strategies to maximize biodiversity and create harmonious interactions. It's a game that not only entertains, but celebrates the complexity and interconnectedness of nature. Wyrmspan transports players into a mystical world where dragons and ancient powers roam. This high fantasy game is rich in lore, challenging players to use tactical prowess and strategic foresight to navigate an epic setting filled with powerful adversaries and magical creatures. Every decision feels significant, as the competition for dominance in this dragon-infested realm requires careful maneuvering and bold plays.
You're an amateur dracologist. Dragons of all shapes, sizes, and colors roam the skies and the depths. Welcome to the world of Wyrmspan.
Sci-fi fans will be captivated by Star Wars: The Deckbuilding game, where you can choose your allegiance, the Galactic Empire or the Rebel Alliance. This head-to-head card game emphasizes deck construction, resource gathering, and strategic base attacks. It's a battle of wits and planning as players aim to outmaneuver their opponent in epic space duels that will leave any Star Wars aficionado on the edge of their seat. Forest Shuffle delivers a quieter yet deeply satisfying experience where players become caretakers of a lush forest. With beautifully illustrated cards and thoughtful gameplay, you'll create an ecosystem that thrives on symbiotic relationships between trees and woodland creatures. Each turn challenges you to place cards that enhance your forest, creating a balance that mirrors the delicate web of life itself. Step into Middle-earth with the Lord of the Rings, Duel for Middle-earth, an asymmetric game where two players recreate legendary duels. One player commands the forces of good, using beloved characters like Aragorn and Legolas, while the other embodies the power of Sauron's minions. The gameplay is packed with strategic positioning and clever use of character abilities, making every battle a cinematic showdown. In Distilled, you can channel your inner master distiller. This game is all about the art and strategy behind making spirits. Players start with basic ingredients and work to refine and age their concoctions into high-value beverages. The mix of resource management, risk-taking, and set collection creates a unique experience where strategy and luck blend as smoothly as a fine whiskey.
Dalkeith Distilling was founded in 1912 by Angus Douglas, who converted his farmlands into a distillery. As his last remaining relative, the distillery is now yours. Will you carry on the family tradition and become the next master distiller?
Years before the saga of Geralt of Rivia, when magic and beastly peril had just come to the continent, 5 competing Witcher schools trained their adepts. Become one of the Witchers. Explore the land by seeking trouble around cities and adventures in the wild. Meet folk from all around the continent and make difficult moral choices that impact your story. Use magical potions, develop your abilities, play dice poker, and master sophisticated combat techniques to brawl with other Witchers and do what Witchers are trained for: hunt horrible monsters.
For fans of dark fantasy and monster slaying, The Witcher Old World provides an adventure set in the time before Geralt of Rivia. Players take on the roles of Witchers, traversing the land to hunt monsters, explore uncharted territories, and build their decks for combat. Whether choosing to cooperate or compete, every game session tells a story full of decisions, battles, and legendary quests. Apiary elevates worker placement to interstellar heights by introducing highly evolved spacefaring bees. Players manage cosmic hives, harvest resources, and build thriving colonies in this unique sci-fi twist. The strategic depth comes from adapting to changing environments and outmaneuvering opponents to claim control over the universe's best resources. The World of Expeditions invites players into a post-apocalyptic Siberia in this standalone sequel to Scythe. As explorers, players use engine-building mechanics and strategic planning to journey through unknown lands, unlocking powerful cards and encountering strange phenomena. It's a game where careful resource management and exploration pay off in unexpected and rewarding ways. For cooperative adventures, Faraway sets the stage for a journey into the unknown. In this game, players must work together to explore new territories, manage resources, and overcome challenges in a world filled with wonder and danger. The focus on teamwork and shared decision-making makes it perfect for families who thrive on cooperative problem-solving and immersive storytelling. Legacy of You presents a different kind of experience, a solo game rich in historical narrative. Set in ancient China, players step into the role of You the Great, building canals to prevent floods and defend villages. This resource management game also has a story arc that evolves over the course of play, combining strategic depth with a sense of epic historical significance. The Vale of Eternity wraps strategy in a thick layer of myth and magic. Players summon powerful ethereal beings and utilize arcane abilities in a bid for control and dominance. The fantasy setting, brimming with legends and lore, complements a gameplay style that rewards careful planning and tactical mastery. In World Wonders, players act as city planners, striving to recreate the great wonders of history. Using tile placement and strategic city-building mechanics, they lay down polyomino pieces to optimize their urban landscapes. The game celebrates both ingenuity and competition, with each player racing to construct their own architectural legacy.
We interrupt this program to bring you some disturbing news. A monstrosity the likes of which we could never conceive is preying upon civilians. This sinister invasion is downright petrifying. Doom and terror seem to be our fate. Wait, what's this? Humankind will not go quietly into the night. These nefarious antagonists have a fight on their hands.
Unmatched Adventures, Tales to Amaze, reinvigorates the skirmish game genre with a lineup of characters that range from mythological heroes to historical legends. Players use asymmetric powers and unique abilities to outmaneuver their foes. The fast-paced combat and distinct art style keep each battle fresh and full of surprises. Enter the world of seafaring with Knarr, a game that puts you at the helm of a Viking expedition. This card game is rich with tactical choices as players manage their crew and cargo while exploring distant lands. The blend of exploration, trade, and strategic resource management makes it a standout choice for families who enjoy thematic, competitive play.
I can't stop thinking about that amazing trip we went on.
I know, I could have spent all day at that anime museum.
Oh, and do you remember that walk we took and the amazing sushi place we stumbled into?
I had so much sushi, but the true highlight of the day was that sumo match.
When we went to Kyoto, did you prefer the Kiyomizu-dera temple or the tea ceremony?
I really needed that energy from the tea for when we walked through the bamboo grove.
And that was just the first 2 days. I would go back in a heartbeat.
Let's Go to Japan is a delightful blend of strategic planning and cultural immersion. Players draft and place cards to create an itinerary for a week-long trip through Japan, visiting bustling cities, serene temples, and scenic spots. The game rewards careful planning and offers a fresh take on travel-themed gameplay, perfect for those dreaming of far-off adventures. Marvel Zombies, a zombicide game, adds a thrilling twist to the familiar superhero genre. This cooperative game has players embody zombified Marvel heroes, trying to survive against waves of enemies and superheroes still clinging to their humanity. The theme is action-packed and cleverly executed, offering an exciting blend of familiar comic book characters and the classic zombicide survival mechanics.
Had I not created my whole world, I would certainly have died in other people's. The canvas is ready. I will return with 4 savants, masters of their craft, ready to leave their legacy on my great metropolis in the sky. Floating clay, waiting to be sculpted at the hands of the greatest visionaries of our time. Antonio Santelia, the futurist architect. Vera Muhina, queen of Soviet sculpture. Fritz Lang, the expressionist master of darkness, and Tamara Lempicka, the Art Deco baroness with a brush.
Skyrise transports players to a fantastical skybound city where they build architectural marvels using auction and area control mechanics. The floating metropolis, infused with artistic flair, serves as a beautiful backdrop for a game that rewards strategic bidding and placement. The stunning visual elements and competitive gameplay make it a unique addition to any collection. Terraforming Mars, the dice game, distills the expansive mechanics of terraforming Mars into a more streamlined experience with dice-based play. Players still terraform Mars and manage resources, but with quicker, dice-driven decisions that keep the game moving without losing its strategic depth. Fit to Print turns the simple task of arranging newspaper articles into a race against the clock. As editors, players must decide which stories, photos, and ads make it to the front page, all while balancing layout and time. The real-time nature of the game adds a layer of intensity, making it a fun and chaotic option for families looking for a fast-paced challenge. Set sail with Pirates of Maracaibo, where the high seas adventure continues the legacy of its predecessor, Maracaibo. Players take on the roles of cunning pirates, battling for treasure and navigating the Caribbean to build their fame. Strategic and story-driven gameplay ensures each session is full of surprises, sea battles, and clever maneuvering. Finally, Sleeping Gods, Distant Skies expands on the cooperative, narrative-driven exploration of the original Sleeping Gods. Players find themselves on an epic quest, flying to distant lands, and facing challenges that test their resolve and resourcefulness. Every decision shapes the story, and the game's immersive world building invites families to embark on unforgettable, shared adventures. These 25 board games offer everything from heart-pounding action to strategic, serene play. And if you want to get inspired even more, check out our next video on the top advanced games for Christmas.